Hey mate, just thought I might give you a little bit of an overview of my stale project of a milling machine, just to, I don't know, maybe it might inspire you. I'm starting to think about bits and pieces that I need to do next. Anyway, start with the gantry. That's you can see the bracing there. That's steel, RHS, angle welded to it. It's hollow right down the centre there. I figured that was probably an optimum sort of design for rigidity. So yeah, that there's like 20 mil thick. And that's the face that the bearings sit on. Yeah, a bit more extra bracing along. This is the hard to get a bloody. I don't know if that's a good idea. Hang on, let me stand right back. Well, there's the other one. So that L shape's where the gantry sits. There's a shit ton of adjustment in just about every direction. So these, all those holes for those bolts are actually elongated. I think they're just loose. So you can see a slightly oval shape. So there's a couple of mil adjustment forward and back. Plenty of bracing there, as you can see. And there's some adjustment bolts there. There's one there and one there. So one will push it forward, one will push it back, and same on the other side. So there's a fair bit of adjustment. It's actually pretty true at the moment. I did align it within a fraction of a mil. So all those bolts, so that's like a, see those bolts there, they're elongated as well. So they sort of clamp onto the side, but also onto the top of that post. Same around there. So that whole piece, that's all part of the top section. And that's independent of the base or the frame. Same on both sides pretty much. So these two adjustments here, that just sits on there. The gantry just sits on there. Give you some left to right sort of parallelism in that plane with the bed. And that's a pin. That's a sliding sort of mechanism. There's a couple of bolts up under there. So that plate, you can see that bolt there. And there's a screw in there. And that allows adjustment. That allows adjustment front and back of that pin. I'm a terrible videographer. That pin is then, it goes into a hole, which will be about there on the gantry. So if you can imagine, there's those two pins. You can adjust, squareness with the or perpendicularness to the table axis. And there'll be some L brackets, basically going up and out, clamping the gantry, which, if you can imagine, sits in there. So it'll clamp the gantry to that top. So there's pre-drilled bolt holes there, pre-drilled bolt holes there on both sides. Clamps. Kind of like this system I've got going on down here. And That's a whole nother ball game again. Clamps. And they're all got movement in them, up and down. And I built this little cradle thing in black. Kind of sits underneath the whole bed. And there's bolts there for adjustment. So theoretically I could adjust the bend in the thing. So if I, because it's clamped there and there, there's 6 points, one front, middle, back. And so the bolts can, basically, if I needed to move it a fraction of a millimetre, just one corner for instance, and everything else is tight, I'd just adjust that corner. Not ideal, but if I never get those rails perfectly flat, which I don't think they are, they're machined really poorly, then I suspect I'm going to be trying to unbanana this whole piece. That was a mission, machining that bastard. Took it down in a trailer, as you probably saw the pics. A bit hard to see there, but see how thin it is there. It was kind of, they attempted, no I can't really show you. They attempted to machine the bottom of it so it would sit flat on the machine. I didn't want them to do that, but anyway, it's hard to explain. But yeah, this system here, there's clamps. So it's always about the rigidity, massive amount. And then they're bolted to the floor. I think that's fucking water coming up through the floor. This is a diabolical garage. I've sealed the whole thing. That's like, look at that fucking crack. Shit drives me nuts. Anyway. Not much else to see, I think. So, yeah, all the height's adjustable. I used the wrong material here. This is that's the width of the rail, so it's pretty fucking gigantic. That stuff is some stupid hard, tough material that I shouldn't have used. This stuff here, I don't know why. What it's used for, like gravel buckets and things in the mining industry as a wear plate, and it's super hard. So it was a pain to machine. I should have just used mild steel. I don't know where my head was when I decided to use that. It's a pain in the ass to weld, and everything about it was a stupid idea. But anyway, I think I've shown you these bastards before, just for scale. Absolutely ridiculous. That's my y-axis. Or X, or whatever, fuck. Cross-axis, the gantry axis. Massive. So I've got 2 of them. And somewhere... got some more. Oh yeah, they're the these ones here. These are the ones that go. I've got 4 of them, extra long, and they go down on there for the table axis. These ones here, they're for my Z axis, and somewhere I've got some rails. Where the fuck did I put them? Anyway, rails to suit. Anyway, that's about it. Hope that's of some interest. It's giving me a little bit of enthusiasm to maybe do something with this damn thing, because it can't sit here forever. Yeah. Oh yeah, have you seen my crane? My bodgy crane? Took me about an hour and a half to make that. So I was like, I got to put something together because I had to lift that table, the base table frame, which is that section you can sort of see there. You can sort of see it into the back of the trailer. Alright, catch you later.